Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back once again for another said Prox guide of the Phantom Hourglass. If you did miss out during the last one, well, the Isle of Ruins is now completed. We went and bowed out with, I want to say his name is Aox. He was like some sort of big, huge Colossus type of guy that we had to go and do. There was like a 3-phase battle with him. We had to go and use the special upgraded hammer throughout our time of that said fight, which that was really fun, and hopefully we can go and use some more within this hammer as well, because at some point we are going to have to go and try to search for the remaining spirit gems, and that is what we're going to have to go and do through a little bit of what this episode is going to be. Now mind you, we are going to have to go and head on over to Zauz's island as well, so that we can go and forge up the phantom sword that we do want, so that for when the time does happen and when we are fully ready and all capable of heading on into that way, we'll go and try to finish off the game from there. But looks like Beetle actually does have a wisdom gem for us, so that is very nice. And not to only go and worry about that, but we also do have to go and see that there is going to be a bomb upgrade if you do want to have any more extra other bombs with you. Now both of these said 2 other upgrades for the actual said arrows and bombs are going to be like around like 1,000 rupees. So if you are trying to at least somewhat try to pick up with some of the other things, such as like with the other crafting items to go and do some customizing and stuff with, you may possibly want to go and kind of hold off on buying up all those type of upgrades for right now. And for what I am going to go and try to do is for you guys is that I am going to try to see if I can at least get myself with any of the gold ship parts. I know that from what I've heard is that trying to get the gold ship parts in this game is going to be somewhat of a challenge, just because of the simple fact is that well, basically during the DS lifespan there is no really so much of a Wi-Fi connection all that too much anymore. And originally for what you were able to go and do is that you were able to go and do all these different like type of battling and other things that were going on within the game. And I don't know if local is something that I can still go and do, but mind you, again, we are playing this on Wii U, so unfortunately that type of Wi-Fi is literally gone at this point in time. So unfortunately the sad thing is that if we wanted to try to get the gold parts a lot faster, well, that type of method is kind of gone at this point in time for the battle mode. But however, for what we else can go and do is that we can go and try to search for the different salvage parts that we go through from like the different type of grappling mini games that we go and do within the ocean. We'll have to see if there's going to be any type of gold parts there, or if we're lucky enough, we can also go and talk to Beetle. But doing the whole entire Beetle shop and trying to buy all of his different customization parts over and over again, you actually have to wait certain days, because you can only do it, I think, once a day throughout the game. And if you are someone like myself back in the day of like Animal Crossing and trying to jump through like the different days and whatnot, you can go and do that, but I just don't really feel like having to screw up my Wii U clock. Unfortunately, I don't really want to go and do something like that. So I think if I kind of like just slowly at least go throughout the days, see if like there is going to be a specialized treasure out there, if I could go and find the gold part, that would be nice. But we'll cross our fingers. We'll see if we can go and do it or not. But I know that for right now, we are going to at least head into some of the other side places for right now. We are going to head off to DS Island. I know that was a place that I wouldn't mind actually heading off to. I know that there's going to be a Howard Island as well. Howard Island is basically like this area for where you can go and find different treasure charts and whatnot in a said type of shovel mini game, which I did bring up before, but this is going to be the island that we are going to have to go and do. And I believe at this point in time with Howard Island is that you can actually go and get like 4 different treasure charts, but you have to like wait for the other 2 to come in afterwards, because you have to complete like said type of temples beforehand. But yes, so as you guys go and see for right now, after the time that we just went and just did with Zauz's island there and bringing all the different items to forge up with the Phantom Sword, we're going to have to wait for a little bit. So for right now, for what we are going to do is that we are going to have to battle out with Jolene for another round out here. And this time, I think this should kind of finish off a little bit of what Jolene is going to be all about. And she is going to go and run away like a coward again. And this time we will have to go and kind of talk back to line back again. But either way, after once we're all said and done here, we could go and talk back to Zauz. And it seems like by this time now, it seems like the just the blade itself is now finally done, but we don't really have anything to kind of, I guess, like hold down this whole entire sword yet, so we'll have to find somebody to go and do that. Maybe Oshus may probably have something like that there if we have to go and head back to Murky Island. But speaking about with Murky Island, we are going to have to head back to the Ocean Temple for one other said time. We may probably come back here and there, like throughout our little side episodes, because now from what's going to happen here is that with some of these side videos that I am going to be doing is that we are going to be hunting down for anything that is side related item stuff. So we are finding like different spirit gems as we go along. I believe here in this episode we accomplish out on getting all of the different power gems that we do want, so that's something nice right there. Alright, so what we're going to do here is that we are going to have to head all the way back over into, I think this is Bandit Island, I think? This has to be Bandit Island, I believe so. And this is where you can go and find the Courage Gem, and also as well, you can go and search for a treasure chart that is just around within this little isle as well. But you kind of have to read through all the different slates, and there is going to be one type of slate that will basically let you know that there is going to be a treasure chart hidden behind the two other chests that we just went and opened up with. So now we just have to look all the way over to the right. And just like that, it says that from here, if you look closely, something is scribbled in very small letters. And okay, so let's go and do that. Let's bring out our shovel and make sure that we can go and search for this special treasure chest here. And there we go. And just like that, we got ourselves with a treasure map. Now, Bandit Island is not done just yet, because there is going to be another said pole that is right here, and this is where we can now go and get ourselves with the power gem that is going to be located right on into this way here. So let's just make sure that we go and get this right away. And there we go, and that is all said and done for there. But now we're back over here in Melita Island. If you guys do recall, there was a place that we had to go and use a grapple hook position with, but we couldn't really go and do too much about with it. But there is a Kuko that you can go and fly around, and then that's how you'll be able to go and pick up with that said type of treasure chart there. And this is also a place in Melita Island as well. You guys may probably remember that this was the place where we kind of had to go and do some underground sleuthing around out there, but there is a power gem for that. Heading all the way down over here into this way, this is Spirit Island now. This is where another power gem is going to be located with. Just have to watch out for all the different octos as you go along, and also with likes as well too, because there's going to be a whole bunch of them while exploring around within this way. And after being all done and finished off with there, we just have only one more other power gem to go, and that is located all the way back over here at the Temple of the Ocean King, which that is going to be right here. So just make sure that you watch out for those Swift Phantoms. We're here right on B7, by the way. So let's just go and make sure that we pick up with this. And now we got all 20 power gems. So now we can be fully overpowered with having Leaf alongside with us now. So very cool on that. Head all the way over here. This is back over at the Isle of Ember. This is where we can find another Courage Gem. So still building up along within our way here. I believe by now, within this whole entire episode, we should have at least around like 11 or so within both the Wisdom and the Courage Gems together. So we're getting very close. At least we'll be able to now go and get both levels for both of the said type of fairies. We'll just have to try and make sure that we'll pick up with the other ones as we go along for the next video afterwards. So this is Harrow Island. I don't know why I keep on trying to say Howard for some reason. No, but this is Harrow Island. This is basically going to be where you're going to have to do a lot of prize reward related stuff here. And we already kind of discussed about that in this episode. But there is also one other thing that I did not get to discuss within Harrow Island yet. And that is that there is a type of mole person or something around over here where you'll be able to go and meet up with. And I believe this type of type of character that's going to be around over here is going to basically ask you if you're going to be wanting a large or a small chest, and depending on exactly if you're lucky enough, you will get a nice good reward. And depending on what that reward could be, it could literally be anything. So it could give you like maybe some extra more roops, or maybe give you a special type of prize reward. I don't know about said treasure charts though. I am pretty certain that those are actually dug into the actual said ground here. So, and also too, not only that, but watch out for any type of root ores. That's also going to be another big problem. So until my body can actually at least somewhat walk around with, I think I'm pretty certain that I think right now I'm just trying to at least make sure exactly what we're getting ourselves involved with here. There is different rupors. There's a 50 rupor and a regular rupor, which I believe that's like around like 5. So just be really careful about what happens. I'm pretty sure there's also a 100 rupor as well, which this was the part that I had like the most trouble with, I think, back when I first played through here at Phantom Hourglass, was because originally I had like a whole bunch of money, and this is how I wasted all my money, was because I was getting attacked by all these different rupors as we go along. And I wouldn't really suggest on going to Hero Island all that too much, because like unless if you don't really have like a whole heck of a lot of money, your money will be gone pretty much fast around over here. So yeah, so this is Lucky Lee. That's the actual character that's here. So just go and basically pay this character 50 amount of rupees here, and then you could go after a large or small chest, depending on which one that you're going to go for. Unfortunately for us, we went for a larger chest. I thought that maybe we'll probably be able to get something good, but unfortunately that is not going to be the case, and we lose out on a reward there. So yeah, so we have to pay out 100 rupees. Ouch. That's a lot of rupees right there. Jeez. Alright, well, at least we kind of made back a little bit of money there. That was for the 20 rubes, but yeah, so just keep on digging around. You'll probably at least encounter out with something. Yeah, a rupor. That's the one thing that I did not want to encounter with. But I have heard like a strategy or something before that if you ever are on this island, majority of the times you may possibly want to go and kind of check the middle. Because most of the times, like when you check around within the middle section, you should be able to see that there should be some treasure charts somewhat located around there. But you won't, because that's like majority of like 80% of the time, you'll probably find them around within like the middle area. But if not, you'll probably have to kind of search a little bit more like in the outer parts. Because sometimes they're always like maybe like in like a corner spot somewhere. Because sometimes they normally like to always go and do that. So yeah, every so often we're starting to lose out on more and more rupees as we go along. This is not fun. Yeah, there's our 1 rupe. Yeah, so that basically kind of ends everything off there. We'll have to come back to Hero Island again on another later point, though. If I decide to actually go and go after those treasure charts there, but... So here's a place that I wanted to go and at least show you guys here. This is with DS Island. Now before heading on into this way, we could actually go and find another golden frog. This is going to be for a horseshoe type of situation here. So just remember to mark that as a horseshoe there. I know that my horseshoe is not like the best type of design, but at least that kind of at least somewhat tells us exactly what we do need. So after battling with some sharks and whatnot, which you will be battling a shark around over here. So there's DS Island, and let's go ahead directly into that way. I like how the fact is that here in the Wii U version, they actually somewhat slightly changed up the DS Island. Because it's not in an actual shape of the original DS Fat anymore. It's actually in a shape of what the DS Lite actually is. Because if you guys have ever wanted to play through the original DS version of Phantom Hourglass, you would get to see that it would actually be in a representation of a DS Fat. But here it's just like a DSi or like DS Lite. Yeah, so just watch out for those sharks because they're everywhere. There we go. And now originally before... we could have actually went and head away into this area, but I believe now, with the way of how everything is at this point in time, where the Goron and his dad, I believe, are actually taking over this said entire part here. If you are in need of trying to figure out where the said courage gem is, because I know that normally there would be a battle and a chest would normally appear, I'm pretty sure if you dig around, I think right in, like, I want to say in the middle area, of where the area for what the mini game is going to be around over here with, I'm pretty sure, and I think you can just go and just find it right away. So I could be wrong on that, but we'll have to go and see. But I know that there's a special reward for this mini game, so maybe that could probably be a switch with the actual said courage gem from before of battling some enemies here, but it's been a while. But yeah, you actually have to get a good enough time with Golgoron here. There is like a lot of like different type of crystals that you're gonna have to go and try to pick up with. And so far, I'm not really the best when it comes to the said mini game, but I'll try my best if I can try to. Because I know this was like my first time getting back into everything, and I couldn't really remember exactly where most of these guys are going to be. Yeah, so just kind of follow through most of the different speed boosting parts that happen around over here, because like if you kind of just like keep on like dawdling around all that too much, you will be running into a situation where you are going to be eating up a lot of time, and I don't think you really want to go and do something like that there. So yeah, we got ourselves with at least around with 10 so far. Yeah, there's not really any type of way to go and like literally grab all these gems as fast as you can though. There. But can we make it through? There we go, got it. Well, that was 49 seconds. That wasn't really the best of prizes, but we got ourselves with a bad prize. Yeah, I got ourselves with a blue rope. That's just nice. Not really the greatest. Okay, let's see if we can do it. We have to get all of these different shards as we go along. We have to make sure that we get every single one. But I know that we can't really do it in the most best of times to get it this fast. There, so we crossed out through all those. Just have to head all the way up here. Oh no. There, make it through that way without hitting our head there. Yep, and here comes the hard part. Just hit all these guys. We're almost there for 35. Oh. Well, we made it all the way up to like the 35-second margin, but still not going to make it right at the moment. But yeah, 40 seconds, a little bit better. But anyways, we're going to end things off here for today. See you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.